Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Len Branson signing in your e-coach today. I'm an author, a filmmaker, and a journalist. And as you might know, my first movie was, you got it right here, Superwise Me, Law of the Heart. And you're here because I'm going to guide you through your guidebook, your workbook, Super Guide Me. Now, if you have hacked this video and you got in without the password, or you got the password, you borrowed the password from somebody else, it's all good. I'm here to help you, and so what you can do is sign up below here, and you'll get the PDF, a free PDF of this awesome little book that is connected to this great little movie. Anyhow, here I am to guide you through the first question. And before we do that, I just wanted to talk about the power of questions, because the power of questions is really something tremendously amazing. A question is a kickstart for your personal growth. It is that simple. To grow, you just have to ask yourself the question that you want to have answers to. So how does that work? Well, you can't ignore a question. If a question is fired at you, you immediately are building up the answer from within, from inside of you. It always works like that. For example, real easy. What's your favorite color? There, you got it. Blue, right? Or red, or green, depending on however you are right now watching this video. You can't ignore a question. That's the point. And asking the question, voicing the question, or writing it down will help you to activate great inner wisdom, because you have the answers inside of you. The only trick is now to get that out of you, into the air, into your life, into your realm, so you can do something with it. And I know you got lots of questions. I know you have that already prepared. So that's why it's really easy to kickstart your personal growth with a question. And that's the power of questions. It's the law of the question mark. Anyhow, in Superwise Me, I'm using that power, that law, to activate a lot of inner wisdom and to get a lot of answers from some really cool people. Watch the movie if you haven't seen it yet. You can watch it for free right here. I have 9 questions in the movie, and 9 questions are also in Super Guide Me, where you can write down your own answers. So, because it's not about my answer, really, I can only inspire you. I cannot tell you what to do or guarantee you that if you do this, then that will happen. I can only tell you what works for me. Now, what works for me is the law of the question mark, and well, I'm pretty sure actually that's going to work for you, because the great thing about it is it's going to give you the answers that you need. And remember that nobody is wiser than you when the matter is you. So that's why I'm pretty confident that this little book, Super Guide Me, or the PDF that you can get right here, will help you through some stage in your life, really, and where you get to answers that you've been looking for a long time, maybe. And you just didn't know it was that easy. It's just asking the question. And in Superwise Me, Law of the Heart, the movie, I asked 9 questions. And those 9 questions are really big questions. I call them life questions. And once you start answering them, you'll be growing. You'll be expanding. You'll be becoming wiser about yourself, getting answers that you've been looking for. And with that, you'll find some peace, some ease. Oops, sorry, I gotta keep the laptop flat. And you'll be finding happiness in the end. And I'm talking about real happiness, true happiness, not that instant Ferrari happiness or the bank account joy that you might have if you see some money thrown at you. It's the real happiness coming from within. And that is what those questions do. They activate that. They activate a road, a path that you can take to get there. Super Guide Me, when you bought the book, I promised you that I was going to give you some e-coach videos. So this is e-coach video number one. And basically, it's going to be real short, real sweet. I'm just going to talk you through the question. And in this video, we're probably talking about one of the most biggest, difficult maybe questions there's out there. Because I mean, we've been pondering this question for ages, really, for not for decades, for since the beginning of time. And before I tell you that question, and before I guide you through it, let me tell you that in the movie we used it as question number one. Superwise Me. Every day we had a question thrown in, and nine masters that were teaching each other at a beautiful location. They got to have lunch and they got to answer the questions for themselves and for us. So it's like inspiration shared. And this question, it is a tough one to start off with, but it's basically the the one that you really need to answer before you can get to some new levels in your life. Um, why? Because this is about you. This question is about you. If you understand who you are, what you are, why you're here, how it all works with that, you'll be able to actually um, bring a lot of joy to yourself and to the world. And so, well, without further ado, here's a question that we asked on the first day in Spain, La Cartuja de Catala, for Superwise Me, Law of the Heart. First question is, and now breathe in, breathe out, and listen to the question. Close your eyes, maybe you can close your eyes. Okay, good. Close your eyes. Let's breathe in and breathe out first, and just listen to the question. Let it sink in. Don't try to answer it right away. Don't panic when you don't find the answer right away, when you don't hear the answer right away, because you might be hearing a lot of answers. Answers from the government, from your teachers, from your parents, from your friends, from your neighbors, from what you've learned, from your fears, from your ego. There might be a lot coming in, and with all that noise, there's an answer that is yours. The answer that's coming from the heart, the inner voice, the God, universe, however you want to call it. But there's a big, big, big voice that might be silent right now, but it's inside of you. And the trick is to slowly get rid of all the noise and figure it out. No, that's what I've learned from my teacher to answer this question. It's not my answer. That's what my parents told me. That's what the government is saying. That's what my friend told me. Until you get to what you tell yourself, and that's the key. That's why super guiding and this process is so powerful because it's going to be about you. It's going to be your wisdom. Are your eyes still closed? I hope so. It's going to be about you and your wisdom. Anyhow, when you hear the question, just let it sink in and listen. Let's do this right now. Question number one. And I know you might have read it already, and you might have done the exercise in the book Super Guide Me already. It doesn't matter. Every time you ask a question, you'll get new information because you've been prepared to go to the next level. There's no ending in growing. There's no ending in expanding. There's no ending in enlightenment. So let's just do this to make it better and 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 better, right? Close your eyes if you haven't. If you open them, close your eyes and let's breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Here's the question. Are you ready? Who are you and who is God? Who are you and who is God? Now you can ask the question for yourself. Who am I and who is God? Who am I and who is God? Good. That's the question. Now, just let that question play a little inside of you. Just let it discover you. Just let it go in. Don't feel the need to answer right away. Take your time if you want to. If you want to answer right away, if you hear it clearly right now, great. Write it down. Write it down in your super guide me or on the PDF or on a piece of paper. Doesn't matter. Just write it down. By writing it down, you actually activate some extra inside of you that will empower you to really dig deep. If you just free will a little and just think a little about it, it's not in stone yet. So you got to put it in stone. And remember that by putting it in stone, it doesn't mean that this is the answer that you will live by for the rest of your life because you're keeping expanding and growing anyway. So it might be that the answer evolves as well, and that's the great thing because it never stops. It is fun, and that's it for today. I guess this is your e-coach from me, Ben Branson, author, filmmaker, and journalist. Superwise me and super guide me. Now, if you haven't seen the movie yet, you can for free at ebrighter.com in classroom number one. If you want, because you hacked in and you got passwords from somebody else and you just saw this video and you want to, get that guidebook yourself, well, this is free PDF for you and you can get it right here. So that's it for today. I'll see you next time with another question, with 9 questions. And once you get through them, you will expand it. You've grown. You found more ease and more peace, and probably you found true happiness, the happiness that comes from within. And don't panic if you don't get the answer right away. Don't panic. Just let it be. Repeat the question a couple of times during the day, and let it sink in. I guarantee you, at some point, when you're really still, meditation helps. And meditation doesn't have to be like you are doing a pose and doing a meditation thing. You can take a shower. You can step in the car and drive. You can. There's many ways to meditate. And meditation is really all just about being still and letting all those voices, thoughts, gently leave you until you are with yourself all the way. And from there, the answer will come. Don't panic. You can also skip this question and come back at it because it's a circle. The 9 questions are a circle. You can keep on answering them and keep on asking them. And remember, asking the question will always evoke the answer. That's me, supervising Len Branson, and I'll talk to you soon next time. Thank you so much for being here and taking care of yourself. I'm growing.